Hey, what's up guys? Here filming an intro for Newfoundland Hobbies episode this morning. So I've got a little fire going. I've come on this rig, last ride of the season, definitely. I've been just trying to get out and do this. But I'm gonna have lunch here anyways, since I'm in here, and I figured I'd make this today's video. It's just poured all weekend long, and everything is sogged. I honestly didn't figure I'd get a fire going this morning, but I did get a nice little fire going, nice and warm. Now I'm about to cook some food. It is so windy here today, guys. I was half tempted to pack it up and go on home again. I was just riding around looking for a spot where the wind might have died down a little bit, but no luck at all. So this is the best spot. I'm kind of down in a little dip right here. I'm gonna try this out, but oh yeah, and a nice piece of steak there with some Lowry's, some extra virgin olive oil on there, and some pepper. As for getting the fire going today, I found a little bit of dead wood, a little bit of burnt wood, because some of this is burnt over here. And I also used, I found some birch bark. That helped me out. That really helped me out. But it was a little bit tough to get here today. And I also, once I got it going, what you're seeing burning there now, I just cut down one single small birch tree, small live birch, and it's burning really nicely. Of course it's green, so it's not just burning all out super quick, just simmering along nicely, which is working well. It's going to give me lots of heat here for a long time. Forgot I had an actual cutting board. Good grief. Now let's get those fresh veggies in there just to roast for a few minutes, just to saute. Now you guys will be able to see that episode later on this season, right on the Newfoundland Hobbyist, but oh, cooked perfectly. Not super tender, just because of the cut of steak that it is. But cooked to perfection for me. Let's get some of that jalapeno and green pepper in here. All cooked up. Hard to beat this here, guys. This is a setup. That jalapeno, that red pepper, that pink steak in there. So this Newfoundland Hobbyist episode is about the beauty of dual sport. You guys know I love dual sport, but that's why I came out just to film the intro to it, and then the rest of the episode will be the build footage all grouped together in some action. I have a couple of new hot sauces here I've been trying to get out to try. I won't try them until I can try them on film when you guys send them in. So I've had these sitting here for a couple of weeks. These sauces were made in England. They're award-winning sauces by the Dorset Chili Shop. They have a website online with all the different stuff. But I had a beautiful little kit come with like a chili salt and these two hot sauces. Really nice. So I'm going to try the cooler one first. This is tomato and naga. So this is not supposed to be mega hot or anything wild. anything wild like that. Actually smells really nice. Let's get a little bit of red pepper there. Let's not group the jalapeno so I don't get any of that heat. Let's give it a try. Okay, that's not that hot. It's not really much heat in that at all. That is a slow heat. It comes on, but it's very tasty, very fresh tasting. Tastes very organic. Now the other one here I'm a little bit scared of. This is slow cooked red pepper, reaper, and scorpion chili sauce. This is called Antidote. It's called super hot. That's how they rate it. Will sort out anything from a common cold or flu to a mother-in-law. A slow heat that will, an extreme heat that will slowly build. We'll see. I did pack my some creamer in the bag there, just in case. I'm not going to use much of this at all. Okay. You see, I have like one pea-sized drip there. Feeling it with that one. Not feeling the heat. I'm waiting for it to build like the package says. When it says slowly build, how long is slowly? Let's try a little bit more. Yikes. That might not be a good idea. In my opinion, it's no hotter than like maybe like a Tabasco or something like that. Just a regular Tabasco. Look at that! Look at that charred jalapeno there. My thoughts on these? They're good. I like the packaged presentation. Not my favorite hot sauces I've tried. It tastes really nice and fresh. But I'm not getting a lot of flavor, like super mild flavor. I gotta try that Antidote again, because I was expecting it to be like way too much. I was expecting it to be really harsh. They're good, just not my favorite. Thank you so much for sending them in though. Because even though it might not be my favorite, I've tried the sauce, I've tried the brand, which is really awesome. That's my whole goal here, is to just try some new stuff and get some content out of it, share with you guys. Have my lunch ate, just gonna get a little warm here, warm up the hands before I fire up that bike. I still got to get some action shots. The intro filmed here was the primary part, but once we leave here, we're heading back to the workshop where I'll spend the day. So after driving home, having a little rest, having a little snack, cuddling with the wife for a few minutes, I am back to working on these knives, and I'm going to try to get those glues up. I still didn't, if you remember, by the end of last week, we heat treated this batch over here. We got these handles all fixed up, and they just need to be glued. So I ran out of pins, so I have to cut up some new pin stock. Now I prepped them all, glued them all, and they're all in clamps in this tote here. I've got to take them inside. I need to sneeze, but he's not coming out. Yeah, I just didn't get around to filming that. I kind of forgot, actually. I got to take them inside now because it's too cold these days for the epoxy to set up. That's another thing you have to do in the winter in somewhere like Newfoundland or Canada, any of the northern states, is that when winter comes, you have to bring all your fluids in, unless your garage is constantly heated. Anything like glues, wood glue, epoxy, spray paints, things like that, all need to go inside. Anything beside, like things like oils, WD-40 and things like that can stay out, but anything that needs to dry has to stay inside in the warm. So it's a pain, because now you got to find somewhere to put several boxes, in my case, of like glues and epoxies and all that stuff, but it's just part of the game. Ooh, that's some funky lighting. Check out that little bit of light in the background. Isn't that a pretty color? Pretty purple. Last thing for the day here outside, it gets dark so early now, is to pack up some of these slabs. I cut up a whole bunch of slabs the other day with a chainsaw, Saturday I believe, and now I'm packing them up so they can dry. More to come on that in the future. If you don't know, if you're not from Newfoundland, slabs are like the bark. So local sawmills, when they get in logs and they're cutting lumber, they have to face the tree. So they remove, of course, you get like those sections of bark, right? Those half spears or whatever pieces of bark, and there'd be the bark, but lots of wood, of course. There's lots of wastage, there has to be. So they're beautiful for lighting a fire or kindling, that type of stuff.